Hey, what's up, you guys? DJMama here, and we're here with another locals report. But also, before this, there's not going to be an ancient prophecy video for the PROG thing today. I didn't have time to record for that, sadly. But we're making it up with this another locals report. Yeah, let's see how this one goes. So, round one, we fought against Chimera. Chimera Fiendsmith. Let's just let's just see how this the deck profile goes. So we're showing off Spright today. We brought Spright to locals. Our round one opponent's playing Fiendsmith Chimera, and he at game one he only found the Fiendsmiths and not really that much with the Chimeras. The only other part I was like, okay, it's just Fiendsmith. I don't know what else he's playing. What's the other engine or the main part of the deck? I'm like, I saw an Edge Imp chain. I'm like, the Fright for Fiendsmith? I'm like, that's weird, but sure. So yeah, I kind of got it because I out-advantaged him. And that was that. He didn't really see the other part of his deck. He only saw the Fiendsmith cards. And I could beat the pure Fiendsmith cards. But anyway, starting off 3 blue, 3 jet. We have, of course, 2 red. A Pixies, because I was scared of Tempai. 1 carrot. And then the spell and trap lineup for Sprites: 3 starter, 1 gamma burst, and 1 double cross is Sprite lineup. Next up, we are playing the Swamp Frogs. We actually went back and played a little bit of Frog Sprite, but with the help of the Ice Barrier cards, we can make Toad very often, and I often very much did. It's actually very good now. Obviously, it was really good with Renantonin before, but I think with this is also fine. You also do have a way to make Swamp Frog again, or Toad Totally Awesome again. Even though this only activates once, if you summon back a Swamp Frog with Double Cross, you do Double Cross effect to target a Swamp Frog in grave and summon it to a link point. And then you happen to draw another frog or get another frog in hand, which isn't too terrible. I mean, you go through a lot of your deck. Swamp Frog, summon Swamp Frog, and then Double Cross to summon the Swamp Frog back from grave. You'd have another chance at Toad. So if you used your Toad and you're like, I'm never going to get Toad back, so why are you getting Toad back with Toad effect? There is a way to do it with Double Cross. Anyway, the rest of it, obviously we were playing 3 Nimble Beaver and the optimal ratio of 2 Nimble Angler. Obviously, you go normal Beaver, summon Angler, and then you use those to make Sprint, and then you send the other Angler to summon the 2 Nimbles, and you get a lot of Nick material. If your opponent's not on, like, Nibiru or something crazy. The rest of the stuff, the last bit of engine is our Melfi, Caddy, and Penny. We did draw Penny once, but it was very unfortunate. Game 2 after that, by the way, didn't really go our favor. He kind of killed us. Didn't do full Fiendsmith combo, but Chimera stuff was enough interaction during our battle phase, and got me on the crackback. I used a lot of resources. So next up, our hand trap lineup: triple Ash, triple Droll, called by 3 talents, by the way, and 3 Imperm. You can tweet out like a talent for like 1 other card, but I don't know what other card you can run. Yeah, so this is the main deck. Game 2, we got kind of pieced up A-Town. Didn't really go well for us, but I think Game 3 showed a little bit of promise. We went into Game 3 without 12-ish minutes on the clock, so there was a decent amount of time. But we were like one of the first, the round ones who were still going, so... I set up a board, I think. It was just like Gigantic plus Toad. Sadly, didn't get that much extension out of it. We opened well enough to make Toad turn 1, but after that, it's kind of weird. You don't have enough other than that. But yeah, we made board. He also made board. I did a lot of damage. I put him down to like 3,000 life points, but on the crackback, he kind of just killed me with the big illusion guy, so things happen, and we lost that one. not too bad. Definitely a good back and forth game, but yeah, didn't go for that well for us. Next up, our extra deck, a Arclight. We won 1 Merry Melfi's. Usually you don't run both synchros, but there's no Zeus in this extra deck, so we didn't play it. Gigantic Spright definitely came in clutch. Melfi the Forest did its work. Mannequin Cat barely showed up, so this could have been like Downerd, and then one other spot could have been Zeus. Ninja Shadow Mosquito, another out for our Tempai deck. Also a way to like cheese games pretty much. Onibimaru came in clutch. Toad, savior of the day. He's just so good. Just such a good guy. Next up, Dark. Nightmare Phoenix came up. With my side deck, I did manage to take something off it with it. IP, of course. Sprint, of course, always a good guy. And then we have Avermax and Underworld Goddess. What I would trade out, though, for like Zeus and obviously SP Little Knight, maybe Mannequin Cat, Merry Melfi's. It did come up, Merry Melfi's. The bounce is pretty good. Not too bad of an effect. And maybe Underworld Goddess were the cuts for like Downerd, Zeus, SP, but we don't have those cards sometimes. So those are... But everything else kind of came in clutch. Nightmare Phoenix actually did some work for me. A lot of people playing Runic. But yeah, so game 2, I went into a Salad player who just set 1 and passed turn 1. So I'm like, oh, I have to deal with all the hand traps in hand pretty much. So let's see what that. Game 1, I actually beat out all the hand traps and made board. And I was going second, so he didn't want to sit through the whole combo actually. So we had it. We had cross out. We had a called by triple tack, so I felt pretty good. I was just gonna draw 2 cards. I'm like, I'll just out advantage you. You just set 1. It was just imperm, so we're all right. Yeah. Game 2, I got debarriered for calling XC, and I was like, oh no, that's unfortunate. We could have made something. I ended up on Avermax, which was pretty good versus Salad. But it wasn't enough. He top decked Gazelle, and then it was all downhill from there pretty much. I drew really bad after that. Game 3, I don't know. I just got double impermed on my like really not great hand, and then it just didn't go well after that. Double imperm, all of the things. Double imperm versus a not good Spright hand wasn't it. But let's show you off the extra deck. So we went off the 1-2 both games, so an 0-2 pretty much, and I was like, I'm just gonna head home now and eat. I could have just played some Edison, stayed and played some Edison, but I wanted to eat. I was hungry. Anyway, Magnamut, Baldrake are Bestials. We're playing the 1 Prosp. If we can't get to Toad or we can't get some things going. This helped versus D-Barrier. I did go in pretty deep, so it wasn't too bad. Next up is Smashers. He does come in clutch. Sometimes removal is removal. And next up, Change of Heart and Snatch Steal. I ended up Change of Hearting a Promethean Princess, and that's where the Nightmare Phoenix came in. I just made Nightmare Phoenix because you're locked in the fires, which isn't too bad. So I like these cards. I did want to play them. And next up, we had Triple Dark Roller. We have Double Lightning Storm and the Harpy's Feather Duster. And then we have 3 Dim Barrier as the closeout of our side deck. So definitely not a bad deck list. I just probably needed more time to feel the deck list correctly. Like, I know what the ins and outs of this interaction is, and then knowing what I can do better. I did go 0-2 and drop, so it is what it is, but it could have been a little bit better. Could have played not too bad. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Obviously, the next prog would be the one before Edison, which is not Absolute Power Force. This one, Stardust Overdrive. Very excited for that one. So check out for Stardust Overdrive soon. And yeah, sorry, Angel Prophecy. No time for you, I guess. See you guys next time. Bye.